function of the pull-up, for our purposes, is to build width. But it's to build width not just from the top. A lot of guys, when they do pull-ups, they'll pull just from the insertion component. So all they're doing is they're doing like right here. But or they'll rotate. As you notice, they come in and pull with traps. Because everything we do in life is all stress-related, rounding us forward these days. Back in the day, when we were very physical humans, and we were raking, or we were pulling, or we were sawing, or chopping, we stood up like Marines, right? Now, modern life, we're all hunched over. We're over the keyboard, we're on the phone, we're mousing, we're driving. Everything we do is stress. It's all lifestyle like this. So whenever anybody trains back, when we first get started, as you know as a trainer also, guys who do pull downs will typically go like this, or you'll see guys go like this. What the fuck is this? But what we want to do is open the chest all the time during back training. Retract the scapula, lift the pecs, drop the shoulders. Because the function of the lats is to pull the shoulders down and inward, and the scapula down and inward, opposing trap motion. You're doing a great job. Your form, obviously, you're a trainer, you know what you're doing. Yeah. And so for the sake of you guys out there, as you watch Gio in this video, you're going to see his positioning of his scapula is retracted and downward. That's firing the lats all the way through from the origin at the center of the spine, all the way through the ribs, up into the scapula and under the armpit to the humerus. Let's demonstrate again, Gio. Stretch and squeeze, both at the top, squeeze down. That's perfect. You want to notice the way he's doing it, he's really arching too. Pull. From here, all the way down. Yes. Arching inward. There's no overhead protraction. Good. Good. Perfect. 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 Excellent job. Excellent. Good. Nice, man. Woo. One of the other things you want to do that's really a tenet of the training is you want to stretch in between sets. Now it's very interesting when we're bodybuilding, when we're trying to make cosmetic change, size and shape change in the muscle from resistance training and nutrition. What we want to do is stretch to enhance blood flow. Everything we do is to enhance blood flow and increase stimulation and nutrient delivery to the muscles. When you're a power lifter or a weight lifter and your goal is to move heavy weights, what they often say is, don't stretch. A stretched muscle is a weaker muscle. You take the tension out of it. But it's different for bodybuilders. You know, and I don't know powerlifting, and I admit that. I don't care, because I'm not a power lifter. The weight is a tool to make your muscles big. The food is a tool to feed that muscle growth. Nutrition, training, which includes cardio and supplementation. Those are the things that change the look of your body. That's what everybody wants. That's what we want. Stretching in between sets enhances blood flow, and it also reinforces the proprioception, the neuromuscular connection. As you know, when you get a nice pump and burn, and then you stretch it, like, oh yeah, I feel it in there. And that's what we're trying to connect the mind to the muscle with every set. That's important. That's going to make this body grow so fast, as you already have. Gio and I have been working together only a short time, but because we just tweaked what he's already doing properly a little bit, between the training and nutrition, his body has just exploded. It's amazing stuff. So keep an eye on Gio. This is going to be awesome. Let's go again. Woo. Hard squeeze down. There you go. Good. Nice form. Perfect. 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 Good. Excellent. Good. Very good. Very good. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. Well, again, two. Good. That's it. Stretch. Awesome. Last set, my man. Now on this, we're going to do some force reps. Get what you can, and I'm going to give you 3 or 4 with assistance. Perfect. Yes. You want a little help. Good squeeze at the top. Beautiful. Here we go. Excellent. Here we go. Excellent. Here we go. Excellent. Ready, squeeze. 1, go for 5. 2, good. 3, good. 4, good. 5. Excellent job. Stretch. Good job. Now, so you guys might not have seen that. You might not have seen that, but as he was failing, what we were doing was I was pulling on the resistance to increase assistance from the machine to Gio's back so we could get what we call a peak contraction with increased intensity. As his fatigue builds, normally he would not be able to perform the complete repetition. So with assisted reps, which Gio uses with his clients, which I use with mine, you can actually get more performance out of the set as you're pushing the client, or the athlete is still pushing 100% intensity because you're assisting them through what they couldn't normally do without assistance. Those are called forced reps. You can also do a technique called drop sets, which is lightening the weight to keep the intensity going. Once you're at a point of fatigue, you're sending signals to the central nervous system to stimulate muscle growth. In this case, we want to keep those signals going. We're going to go to the next exercise. All right. Turn it up, growing time.
Here we go. Out here.
It's going to keep the shoulders down, shoulder blades retracted. We're going to fire the thickness right in here. Yep, keep that low. There you go. Good. Firing right through the thickness in the center of the back. You're going to see this whole nice big chunk of lat growing right in here. Excellent. This is not easy weight, it's heavy weight. And it's okay to get a little bit of cheat as you pull. That's it. As long as you're not twisting and setting yourself up with your cheat reps to make the job easier. It's again, cheat reps are like forced reps at the end of your set to increase intensity, increase the amount of workload, not decrease it. You always want to make it harder for the muscle to do the same work. Awesome. Good. Yep. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Perfect. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. This one, which is right here, you're going to hang, stretch this back out. Okay. What I don't want you to do is lean back. I want you to keep from the pelvis, the spine comes up to the pulley, straight line. Okay. Then you're going to open the chest, because remember, the function of the lat is to retract the scapula, and the humerus downward towards the pelvis. That's what we're going to do, right here. Pause the bottom. Bring the elbows closer to the shoulders down. Really stretch and then drop shoulders down towards the hips. Even more, really drop. There you go. Good stretch. You're going to feel it pull down here. Good. Drop down. Much better. Now the only thing is keep it. There you go. Bingo. You guys watch this part of his back grow. Right here. This reinforces. Good, man. Perfect. The first movement. That's how a superset should work. Woo! Woo! Here we go, pull hard. Yes, perfect. Shoulder stays low. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. 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 Beautiful. Other side. Good. Chin up a little. Yep. Excellent. Excellent. Shoulder low. Yep. Yep. Beautiful job. By the way, superset. Really keep that stretch. Hold that shoulder. Scapular mobility, perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Good job. Stay leaning forward. Yes. Now when you come down, drop in, right? Go down, drop in. There you go. Good. We're working the entire lat, focusing on that bottom thickness. Nice. Good. Good. Woo. Awesome. Now stand there for a second. I want you to hit your physique pose, right? Turn the other way from the back. Just drop down. Yep. Open, chest up. Firing through here. This is the thickness we're going to build right in here. That big V taper. All of that beef is going to create the illusion of increased width. Not even the illusion. The reality of increased width. It's going to make you look like a monster on stage. Excellent work. All right, Gio, kill it, man. Good. Good. Excellent. Good. Perfect. Good. Keep your head up. You're doing great. There you go. Good. Come on. Excellent. Good. Beautiful. That's it. That adjustment makes a big difference. Head up. Excellent. Good. Yes. Yep. 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 Pull. Good. Superset. Excellent. Stretch and squeeze. Really lean into it. If you lean, it's going to stretch under here. That's what I want. There you go. Don't come back with it. Down. Good. There you go. Feel that back working, my man. Good. Good. Awesome. Awesome. Hold squeeze. I want you to hold 3 down there. Hold. Go again. Hold. Go again. Hold. 2 more. Hold. Ha. Hold. Nice job. Good form. That's how to stick the form. Really good. Stretch. Just grab here. We're going to do a basic T-bar row. I want you to do 20 reps. When you come up to the top, keep the shoulders low. I want you to squeeze. Squeeze the back together. Shoulder blade retraction. The key is pause the top. Send a signal to the brain to grow. Top. Flex the top. Good. Now we're going to take just a little more stretch. Yep. Excellent. That little extra bit sends signals to a greater range of motion. Perfect. Good. Go. Good. Good. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Awesome. That's with 1 foot. And I'll tell you a little bit about the program. He's pulling low, again, scapular retraction, opening the chest. His form is very good. He's a trainer, he knows what he's doing. It's easy to train a trainer. But the thing that's getting him is he and I are working together on increasing the intensity of this training. Good. By following this increased volume program through this exercise, we're stimulating slightly different components of back thickness in the lats. This changed the look of my back tremendously this year. Just this exercise. 2 positions, high volume. With 1 plate, you say to yourself, Jesus, this is impossible. That 1 plate can make my back feel like crap. Nice set. Now we stretch. How'd it feel? Great pump.
Yeah, nice.
Very, very good. Great form. Great form. We're going to add a little bit of weight. Catch your breath. Strictly strong. Good for a reason. Yep. Squeeze down. Perfect. 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 Little better stretch. There you go. Long motion. Good. Yep. It's not easy. It's hard. Hard is good. Yes. Good. Yep. Squeeze. Perfect. Squeeze. Yep. Let me know if you're on the drop. Nice play. Good. 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 Yep. Yes. Get you 20. Good job. Awesome. Yep. Awesome. Come on. Pull. Down slow. Pull. Down slow. Pull. Down slow. Get a couple. Good. One more. Nope. Nice pull. Nice and heavy. Good. Two. Yep. Good. Yep. Yep. Excellent. Good. Yep. Good. Up. Yep. Good. Go again. Yep. Good. One more. Yes. Okay, breathe. Ready? Go again. Take the rest right here. Beautiful. Take a breath. 5 breaths. Get 5. Good. 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 Yep. Excellent. Get back. Breathe deep. Go again. 5. Two. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, stay on it this time. This is the challenge.
Stay on here? Oh, okay.
Catch your breath, go up here.
Okay.
Go 5 to 10. Okay. And rest.
Okay.
Really good, Gio. Good man. Last set, best set on this one. You're great. Excellent. Yep. 5. Good. Best. Big breath. 10 seconds. We're going to go again. Go. 5 breaths. Yep. Yep. Good. Nope. Nice. Breathe. As long as your lower back's not killing you, you go 5 and 5 again. Sometimes the lower back wants to help, so that's why your form, which is very good, you want to keep it locked in like that. Very good. 5 again. 1. Good. 2. Squeeze your back like nose. Build the thickness. Good. Good. Back in. Breathe. 5 more. Last 5. You got him, man. Last set, best set. And 5. 5. 3. 2. 1. Back in. Nice job. Woo. Stretch. Good job. Done with those.
Okay.
And then the reverse grip with the wider, with the middle angle, and 20. So it's going to hit all 3 heads. Okay. So what we're doing with Gio is actually kind of interesting. Perfect. As he goes ahead and start full range of motion, when you extend down, fire your triceps. That gives you complete extension. Yes, triceps, like you're posing them for the camera. Boom. Yep. 20 reps. Good. Excellent. 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 Good. Good. Looking great, bro. Growing. He's growing in front of our eyes. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Beautiful. Now take a breath and then grab inside. Lean forward a tiny bit, so that way your elbows are slightly in front of the torso, so you still get a full range of motion. 20 reps. Yep. Look at that pump. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Take your time. You're doing great. 8. Yep. 9. Good. 10. Good. 11. Yep. You'll get them all. Take your time. One at a time. 12. Good. Yes. 13. Work really hard. Work really hard. Make them grow. 14. Take your time. Just get them done. 15. You got 5. 1. Excellent. 2. Excellent. 3. 4. And 5. Beautiful. Now we're going to reverse grip. If you want to go lighter, you can. You got to get 20. No problem to go lighter. The funny thing about this is volume training. This volume training is something you're going to do intermittently in between a heavier training. You're going to get stronger by nature of the fact that your body is living through resistance. I call it a Superman principle. If you think about this, Krypton is 16 times the gravity of Earth. That's why Superman had his superpowers. He couldn't really fly, he could just leap really far. And that's, if you read the comic books, Superman can leap far because he's 16 times stronger because he lived in a more powerful, his genes were programmed for a much heavier gravity. And Earth to him was very light, so everything on Earth was 16 times lighter. That's why he was so strong. So what we're doing is we're increasing gravity. We're turning up gravity for Geo so he becomes that superhero, stronger than mere mortals. That's it. Increasing blood flow. Good. Excellent. 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 It's really a revisiting of the old Vince Gironda principle, time under tension. The longer a muscle can stay under tension, regardless of the amount of tension, the more it's going to respond and adapt and grow. Excellent job. Good. Beautiful. Nice. Rest, stretch. Now with this one here, we're doing 3 positions. You're doing a wide position, which is going to stimulate the short head of the bicep, and then you come inside and it stimulates let's see, you got long head, short head, and then with the reverse grip, you get the brachialis. So you get all 3 heads of the bicep, and that's going to give you a nice, thick, complete bicep look. One of the things about arm training, similar to shoulder training, because the muscle pieces themselves are very small, if you hit them by angles, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up getting a greater overall impact. It's the same thing we did with back. There are so many different muscles to the back. We hit from a variety of angles, so you get a complete development. You got muscles popping out everywhere. By the time you're done, it's just a phenomenal look to the eye, rather than doing one heavy set here, one heavy set there. Good, bro. Excellent. 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. 10. Full extension. That's 11. 12. 13. 14. Good. Excellent job. 5 minutes. 5. Really good. 4. Really good. 3. Come on, man. Yes. 1. Nice job. Here we go. Yep. Good. 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 Perfect. Get your 5. Earn it now. Come on, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go to the light one. Reverse grip. 5. 4, 5. 1, 2. Really good. Don't stop. Don't stop. You got 5 more. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Awesome job. Rest and stretch. Good, man. Excellent. Finish strong. Good. Excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Go again. 5, 4. Get him, get him. Yep. Yep. There you go. Good job. Awesome. Close to it. Dig in. Go at least 10 with this one. Drop if you have. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Really good. Yep. 8, 9, 10. Good form. Good form. Good form. Back nose. Good. We'll go lighter. Got it. Reverse. For finish, close grip for 10, and then reverse. Here we go. 4, 5, 6, excellent. 7, good, man. 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Now close grip. And then reverse grip. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all she wrote. If you think about that, we did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9 sets for biceps after heavy back training, where we had done 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 sets for back, blown out, under an hour. If your training is longer than an hour per body part, you're probably talking too much, you're on your phone too much, or you're just not moving fast enough. If you can train longer than an hour, you're not going intense enough either. That's just a general rule of thumb. Of course, you know, there's always exceptions, but the truth is his back is blown out. He busted his ass, blew his load, worked his ass off, left it all in the gym. That's what you want to do. Rest, get your protein drink in, your whey isolate, recover, come back and do it again next time. All right, you guys, great to see you. Thank you. Woo. Awesome work, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.